Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Chartemus Prime. Not plugging my guitar in today because I have a 2-year-old that is napping at the moment, and I dare not blast the guitar or drums while my daughter naps. All right, let's get to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chartemus Prime. Reading comics. Toys are hella sick, hella wagging it. Taking fat hits, taking fat shits. Chartemus. Subscribe, pinch your minds. All right. Hope everybody is having a good day. Doing a little live stream. We're going to be on here for an hour, and then there will be an after party. But today we're going to talk about the Shang-Chi movie, which I saw last night with the lovely Charlita One, and I'm going to kind of be reviewing it as we talk about it today. There might be some spoilers, and I'm going to try to be respectful of everybody who hasn't seen the movie yet, and be careful and give spoiler warnings if we start talking spoilers. So if you're tuning in just now, I'm going to talk about Shang-Chi a little bit, and if you're tuning in the future after this video goes live, because that's what happens with the live streams, that they go public as a video, I just wanted to give you my general thoughts on the movie without getting into spoilers. So I just got to say, dude, like, I am not really that familiar with the character. Going into the movie, I only really remember it's hard for me getting used to saying Shang-Chi. I've always been saying Shang-Chi, but I'm trying to pronounce it correctly. It's Shang-Chi, and I've only read I remember when he was in the Secret Avengers. I remember him from those books, and I also remember him training Spider-Man in the art of Kung Fu. So that's like my general knowledge of Shang-Chi. But I gotta say, like, this movie was dope, dude. Now, if you like Kung Fu, like, I think you're gonna love it. Like, it's definitely a Kung Fu movie with all of the Marvel Studios special effects and humor and very smooth writing. I really liked the director for this movie. There was some special effects in this thing that made me go, like, who the hell thinks of this? Like, who thought of this? This is nuts. There are some really very impressive special effects in there. I'm not going to give any spoilers right now. Try not to give spoilers in the chat, all right, you guys? Be nice to others and stuff. But yeah, the movie I thought was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it a lot. It's up there. It's up there for me, definitely, like, within like my top, like, I want to say at least like in the top 7 realm of my MCU movies, like, in there, because like those Avengers movies take like those first 3 or 4 slots pretty quickly. But it is way up there. I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. Not boring for me at all. I thought from just my own experiences with Asian culture, just it seemed familiar to me, the way they approached it. It's more appropriate for, for a Chinese person to really, have a more valid opinion on the accuracy of it. So it's not really for me to say, right? But from my own personal experiences with my Asian friends, and that seemed very accurate in a lot of ways. That made me feel like I thought they were respectful. But again, not for me to have the final say on that. Other, people of that of the culture will know better than me for sure. But just from my own, compared to my experiences, and I've been to China before. I had a great time in China in 2008, so it's been a long time. But yeah, it's I also really like Mandarin. I mean, the character, but like the language, I think, is beautiful. I could say only like very few things in Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin, but just like the way Mandarin people speak, I just think it's a very lovely language. I think it's beautiful, and all the shush, all the that. I don't know what it is, but I think it's really, really nice hearing it. And the subtitles wasn't. There's some subtitles in there, but I feel like they didn't go too hard with it or anything. It's like it definitely goes back and forth. I feel like the special, like as I praise the special effects, I feel like they didn't go heavy-handed with it. I don't personally feel like it was heavy-handed, and it also had what I considered to be different, unique action sequences compared to what I am used to seeing in Marvel Studios films. Not really a spoiler, but one thing I was scared about, I'm just gonna just share this is hey Tyler, yeah, we're not gonna talk about spoilers, but I am curious to know whether you liked it or not, Tyler. And hey, thank you, Kaylin. I appreciate you loving the videos. Yeah, so the yeah, we're gonna try to avoid spoilers. Spoilers. That's just a timeout, Charles Ramirez. Just the spoilers. No spoilers, you guys. Let's chill on the spoilers. Thank you. Just plain Steve hasn't seen it, and I know a bunch of other people haven't seen it yet. So please avoid spoilers. I am trying to give a brief review right now. Hey, thank you so much, Awesome Adam from 2099 from the future. Happy Labor Day to you too as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for the contribution. This is I was saying that I felt like the way the special effects were done and the action sequences were done, I felt like was done in a unique way. And oh yeah, not a spoiler, not really a spoiler, but one thing I was worried about was a falling debris action scene where there's a bunch of debris falling from the sky and you have superheroes falling in the sky as well, leaping off of said giant falling debris pieces and fighting on the falling debris, and we didn't get that. So I was happy that that wasn't in the movie. That like that to me that's kind of been done too many times now. We saw it in the Black Widow movie. We saw it in Infinity War. I don't know if we could say we saw that in Endgame so much, but the fact that we saw it in Infinity War and the Black Widow movie you know, I didn't like seeing it twice like that. I will say I did like it more than Black Widow. Like, I really liked this movie a lot. Thank you so much for the contribution, Reckless. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I meant to highlight the super chat. I'm a jerk, but again, happy Labor Day. Awesome Adam from 2099. All right, so, man, 50 people in the chat. Usually there's like twice as many of that in here. I think not a lot of people saw the Shang-Chi movie yet. So it's when I went, it was empty, dude. It was like empty. Charlita Warren and I were originally going to go to a drive-in, and I was like, dude, it's so far away. It's in San Jose. It's an hour there, an hour back. Let's see if the seating is available and empty enough for us to just, you know, wear our masks inside the movie theater and stuff. And dude, it like there was barely anybody in this theater, and we were at the Tan Fran Theater 11, which is the biggest room, and there was like a group of couple people here, couple people there, couple people there, couple back there, and that was kind of it. It was like an empty theater for the most part. It's crazy. So weird. I mean, these COVID times are nuts, man. Legendary Dragon 90, thank you. How are you liking the new Mystic directions with the MCU Phase 4? I like it a lot. I think this is where it needs to be. I really am happy with where it's going. Yes, I say yes. I think this is dope. Tom Bowling says, I only went to the Black Widow movie to stare at her butt. Yeah, as you know, I was actually pleasantly surprised about the amount of butt shots that were in that movie. So I wasn't expecting all that beautiful butt, but I was not complaining. I was definitely not complaining. I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Thank you. Yo, what up, Sharmas? Love you, bro. Right on, BXBY cheeks. So let me see here. My theater was decent. Pokemon Ash Green 2 says my theater was decently packed at the Big D showing. At the Big D showing. The XD, the Big D showing, or is that a movie I'm not understanding? Okay. All right. Bishan, I said no spoilers, but damn it, I will have to share this one because it was my favorite part of the movie. So there we go. That's the only spoiler we get to talk about. That's pretty funny. Vince says, since has spider. I'm sorry, guy. I have to kill you. I'm sorry. Oh, I missed. Okay, cool. He lives. Did I get him? Nope, he lives. All right. I was rooting for you. Vince, since Hasbro likes to do anniversary lines every year, what do you think is their plan next year? Spider-Man. My two guesses are 20 years of Spider-Man, there you go, or 10 years of Avengers. I hope they do both. That is intense. I think it's going to be Spider-Man. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Spider-Man next year. Like you could tell like the flicker in the Hasbro team's eyes when I brought it up. Like, are we going to Spider-Man next year for 2022? And they're like, no, we're not saying right now, whatnot. Hey, Shartimus Prime, do you watch Madagascar 3? I have not watched Madagascar 3. I never thought anybody would like actually ask me that to see if I was interested in watching a Madagascar movie, but first time for everything. Adam Turvey, thank you. He says, Tivu. Oh, I agree. Thought the last third was, well, yeah, let's not get into details about the movie. Kind of want to keep it general, let's not spoil it for everybody. But we need a Wong action figure like now. No, dude, we do not need a Wong figure like now. We needed a Wong figure back in 2019 when I told Benedict Wong that I need you to tell Hasbro to make a figure of him, and he did. That was dope as hell. I got Benedict Wong on camera, and he said, like, Hasbro, listen, where's my figure? I need my figure. And then he like did the, like the ring sling thing right into my camera. And that was awesome as hell. That was really, really cool. Because, yeah, I thought I liked that actor. Hey, the acting in this movie, dude, I loved it. I really loved the acting in this movie. Everybody nailed their parts. I feel like all the parts were just like, it was all cohesive. One thing that makes me really excited about really good acting is when the actors kind of like build like an invisible thread between each other. Like you could really you could feel them feeding off of each other in the movie. No character really feels too separate from anybody. It's all really woven together well, and it's so cohesive that I felt like I cared about, except for one character. There's one character where I was like, oh, cool, you're here. You can go now. You can go now. Like that, thanks. Like it was fun. Well, it was fun seeing you come in, but now you could. But aside from that one character, everybody else was like spot on, and it was still happy to see that character in the movie and stuff. I mean, so the relationships were so thorough and well done, and I just really liked the acting. Like I felt everything was believable. Like there was a serious connection between all the characters. I really liked that a lot. Dude, I liked her a lot. Fun fact, the actress who was playing Shang-Chi's sister was the first acting role for the actress. Great! She crushed it. I thought she crushed it. I thought she was awesome. I really liked her. I thought she was really good. Xialing? Way better than I thought she would be, too. I'm never getting on a bus in San Francisco. Oh, dude, Lex, yeah, I don't, the real reason why you don't want to get a bus in San Francisco is because of the junkies shit. Like, that's the real reason, dude. It was kind of funny seeing, like, the Muni logo taken off. Oh, so if you've seen the movie, there's a scene where there's, like, that bus scene, That's like all around where I work at Guitar Center. Just so you know, like when I saw the sign for Bush Street, I'm like, oh my God, that's a block away. That's like literally a block and a half away from where I work, where that was, because I could tell they're on Van Ness. And then the construction that they had going on there, coincidentally, there's real life construction on Van Ness for hella long. So that whole area right there was very close to where I work. And then all of a sudden they end up at Ghirardelli Square. and you could see Alcatraz and all that. That's like really good. I mean, you got to go to that Ghirardelli when you're visiting San Francisco. You got to go to that Ghirardelli Square and check out the view of Alcatraz and all that over there. Very nice scenic place. Very good date night spot. I love watching movies that take place in San Francisco, but at the same time, I get irritated by it because I start mapping everything and I start following where things are. I'm not saying like I know the city down, like, you know, hardcore, but like I know it enough to know where I am. You know what I mean? Like you drop me off anywhere and I'll figure it out. I'll may take a wrong turn or something, but I'll find my way. I'll figure out where I am. I know where I'm at. So it was just kind of weird. But they were closer to actually being in a real spot than they were in the Venom movie. In Venom, it was like they're hopping around all over the place. You know what I mean? Like it was like, whoa, you're on like, you're almost on like opposite sides. Like he would make a turn and then he would be like, I don't know, I would say like a couple miles away from where it actually was, where he had made that turn. I'm like, there's no, what? Like, like he made like a right turn onto Embarcadero or Bay. And then all of a sudden you see him like hella far down 3rd Street near Hunters Point or something. Like, wait, what? Like, damn, he like teleported. So that's the only problem with watching. Karaoke's are all closed due to COVID. That is unfortunate. But luckily for me, I don't like karaoke. I'm not a look, after a few drinks, I'm down. After a few drinks, I'm down, but even then you have to like convince me because I'm not big on karaoke. I think it's the musician side of me because it's just like really bad. Like everybody, that's the point. I get it. Everybody's just supposed to have fun and sing and just let it out and have a great time. I get it. But I am a musician at heart. That means that my heartbeat can't walk away from music. So I will, no matter how many drinks I have, I'm still thinking like, oh my God, the whole song, she's flat. The whole song, she's flat. She's not hitting one note correctly. And like everyone's like, dude, loosen up, have a good time. I'm like, I know. I'm just like, this is just really bad singing. Like, dude, we all know that it's karaoke. Give me another shot, give me another drink, and then I'll loosen up and I'll stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? That's another reason why I can't dance. Is I'm like, you know, if the music's going doom, I see, you know, I see 8th note, 2 16th notes, 8th note, 2 16th notes, and what hand is that drummer playing with? What size are those hi-hats that he's playing that pattern on? My brain starts overthinking stuff and I can't loosen up. Very bad dancer I am. Very bad. The worst, probably. I'm horrible at dancing. It sucks because I like to dance, but I'm not good at it. Shardamus Prime doesn't dance. Cult Kid, thank you very much. Hope get Mo Shang-Chi figs. Excited for the AOA Wave 2? I am definitely, to the point where it's like I'm seeing posts about that wave and I'm like, nah, I don't want to look yet. I want those figures in my hands. I don't want to, but it's going to be a little bit until I get them in the palms of my hands. Some delays. I had 2 Infinity Saga figures delayed on me this week, which is a huge bummer. My Endgame Thor was supposed to be here on Thursday, and the same day and then I think Friday I was supposed to get my Captain Marvel Rescue 2-pack, and neither of those showed up. One of them, the Thor, came from Hasbro Pulse and not free, and the other one, the Captain Marvel one, Captain Marvel Rescue 2-pack came from Amazon, also not free, just to kind of blow the stigma of everything 100% being unpaid for. It's just like bullshit. I pay for my stuff. I do a lot of the unboxing stuffs. You guys seen him. All right, Shartimus, are you excited for the Eternals movie and wave of figures? You know what, dude? I wish, Renegade, I wish I was. And seeing the trailer again before the Shang Chi movie, I was thinking to myself, like, I wish I was excited for this. Now, one thing I will tell you, I have one Eternals trade paperback. I can't remember who wrote it. Oh, I think it was written by Neil Gaiman, who I love, and John Romita Jr., who I like. John Romita Jr. is a good storyteller. I think his self-description of his artwork is John Bono. John Bonham. I want to sound like Josh Freese more than anybody. But anyway, shoot, I lost. You got me distracted, Tom, thinking about drums again. Shit, what was I talking about? Damn it, lost my train of thought. Hardcore lost my train of thought big time. Eternals, that's right, Eternals. I have that one trade paperback, and I didn't really like it that much. It was okay. I wasn't a huge fan of Eternals. It was like, all right. That wasn't like, nothing really stuck with me. I didn't really like the characters too much or anything. Like, nothing really did it for me. And when I watched the trailer for Eternals, I'm like, this looks like a really good cast. These look like very cool effects, but I'm still like not really like excited for it. The Celestials, like, my dope is the dopest shot. I'm very thirsty. I played out. It was really hot outside, and I played drums for 3 hours today with the jazz combo out in Burlingame. And I haven't showered yet. I'm very sticky, gross. But man, playing drums for 3 hours in the heat, it's like kicking my ass. But it's cool though. It's pretty good turnout. It's an outdoor thing that we just do on the street, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah. The Wenwu Marvel Legend figure is inaccurate though. Oh, wait. Let me get it. Let's pull up a picture here. Let's Marvel Legends when. All right, here, I'm going to pull this up. Is it? I think I know what you're talking about already. Okay, and see, we got some screen sharing things going on here. And there we go. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, the inaccuracy I'm seeing here with Wenwu is the gloves, right? Is that what you're talking about? That's what I'm seeing more than anything else. That what was the name? Tony? Is it Tony Liu? I'm trying to remember his last name. I know Tony Young. Tony Young. He he was badass. He was amazing. He was amazing in this movie. So Wenwu versus Thanos. Yeah, so Eternals, I'm just not really feeling Tom says there's a new documentary on Netflix about drummers called Count Me In. Ooh, I gotta check that out. I'd be interested in seeing that, because I like it when people are able to portray the minds of drummers, because everybody thinks we're crazy, and I think was it like a guitar player or a trumpet player was like, oh yeah, you drummers, you guys are your own separate wild breed. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? He goes, exactly. And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, I guess it's like to have so much joy out of hitting things with sticks. I guess maybe that's weird, right? And over and over and over and over and over again for many hours. Doing this, whacking the thing, it's so fun. How do you not want to whack the thing for hours on end? John says, Shart, days ago you posted a pic on your IG saying you played at a fancy party. How did it go? Oh, hey, John. Thank you so much for asking about that. That was actually really nice. I almost cried. I almost cried because it was for this man's 70-year-old. It was his 70th birthday. And seeing him light up with joy, seeing his family and seeing all kinds of family members that he hadn't seen in a long time. Now, I met that man that day. You know, I'm just the drummer in the corner. I'm just watching this beautiful moment of this guy get to hug his family members for the first time in a long time and stuff. I guess they'd all been vaccinated and checked and stuff, and that they talked about that before the gig, and that was extremely heartwarming. But they were really happy with it. Got fed well, got paid well, and played brushes the whole time. It was kind of a trip. Playing under speaking volume is tricky to do on the drums. Think about that. Under speaking volume. So that means that I'm behind a drum kit, drumming to a song, and people are standing just 5 to 10 feet away, speaking to each other at normal speaking volume, and I'm not drowning them out. That's why I get paid the big bucks, baby. It's very hard to do. Don't get paid the big bucks. Good bucks, but you know. Anyway, please don't let Ben Grimm be John Cena. Wow, where did that come from? Sorry about earlier. I didn't know about the spoiler rule. I was late. Oh, you're good, Charlie. Yeah. That's why I only did like a timeout thing, just to, you know, I'm not like really trying to. That's it's only supposed to be for like 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah, you're good, man. You're good. It's all good. I just had to send the message, you know. Just plain Steve says, oh no, he's talking to Sergeant to Sager Leon. Just my opinion. Okay, you guys are going back and forth about the Thanos is a big name and would make Eternals more popular. He was part of the comics Eternals. Oh, you guys are talking about. I know, but how do you know Thanos would make it more interesting? We haven't seen the movie or know the story being told. Okay, so Serge or Siger is saying that it would be nice if Eternals had Thanos in it, and just plain Steve's like, well, how do you know it needs Thanos? You haven't seen the movie yet, and yeah, adding a little bit of the heavy hitters in there makes things more interesting if it's done in a good way. So they could add Thanos, and it could suck because, like, oh, why did they do it like that? Or they could be, you know, could be badass, could add a lot to it. So we are 4 episodes into Marvel's What If. I've seen the first 4 episodes. The first one was the Captain Carter episode. The second one was the Black Panther Star-Lord episode. And the third one was No More Avengers episode with Nick Fury. Like, if there are no Avengers, if they're all killed. And the fourth one was the evil Doctor Strange one. I gotta say, man, so far, I may be digging this show the least out of the 4 Disney Plus series that are out there. It may be my least favorite one. I've never been a huge What If fan. Like, I've never dove into What If comics. I actually, aside from maybe a free comic book day issue, I don't have any. Like, I've never really bought What Ifs. I may have 1, 2 at most. But if it's not canon, like, I feel weird about it. And so far, my favorite episode of the What Ifs, this water is like delicious. I just want it. It's really cold, and I just want to cover myself in cold water. I'm gonna take a cold shower later. You guys ever like my voice? You guys ever like taking cold showers? Just put on the cold water, just let it hit you in the face. No, I'm the only one. Cold showers, it's good for the soul. It makes you appreciate what you have, because there's people out there that never get warm showers. Remember that. There's people with lives that they don't get the warm showers. So, but we're going no spoilers. But yeah. So I'm gonna rank my ranking my Marvel What If episodes so far. The Captain Carter one is number one for me. That one was way better than I thought it was going to be. And I thought it was way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And they handled Steve Rogers in a much different way than I thought they were going to. So I really liked that one. Number two, I do give it to the Doctor Strange episode. And then number three is the Black Panther episode. And then number four is the Dead Avengers one. I didn't like that one so much. The Black Panther, yeah, those two were just, I don't know. I felt like they were too much of a stretch for me. I don't know what it was. And like with the Black Panther one, like you take away his whole family from him like that. You change the character so much, like to the point where it's like I don't like. I get it. I get the premise and everything. It's just that, like, well, if you take T'Challa away from his family at the age of what, like 7 or whatever, then like that's not Black Panther anymore. Like he's hella not Black Panther, right? He's not Wakandan. He didn't grow up with Wakanda, you know. It doesn't even make sense that he has an accent of any kind. He should speak closer to how Michael Rooker speaks. You know what I mean? That's the family he grew up with. He you know what I mean? Like his voice, like it's just so. It's just so out there for me that I didn't really like it. I need to catch up with the Bad Batch. I don't know why, but I stopped watching that one, and I gotta finish the Transformers Kingdom. I haven't been able to finish that because those Beast Wars episodes have the voice acting. The guy, basically the guy who does the voice for the T-Rex Megatron. Oh, dude, I can't get past the 3rd episode. That bullshit ass. Yes. You know what he sounds like? He sounds like a guy that like just lost everything at Vegas or something. Like he just lost all of his money on a bad bet. He's got like this weird, almost it almost sounds like Patrick Warburton kind of. Like I don't like the voice of the Megatron in that show. It really bothers me, but anyway, let's look at some toys. Let's talk about some figures. We've got a half hour left on this very short live stream today. And yeah, it's been a while since I've done a live stream, man. It has been quite some time. All right, here we go. I'm trying to just pull it up. Oh, there's a Mattel Shang Chi car. Okay, so let's take a look. I wanted to look at the Hot Toys Shang Chi movie. I feel weird not saying the Chi part right because everybody's saying Shang Chi, and isn't it supposed to be more like Shang Chi? I could be wrong, but I thought it was more like Shang Chi. Oh man, I don't want to get into spoilers, but there was like this thing about the name that I thought was a very interesting scene, which was very accurate to. So, Hot Toys Shang-Chi. All right, so I did pre-order both of these. All right, so if you're trying to pick up your Hot Toys, you can do so. Big officially sponsored live stream. Boom, there you go. All right, but this figure right here, it looks dope to me. I think the head sculpt is great. I'm not really even bothered by the wrist pegs being shown off over here. If I should let me know if you guys think I should do a separate video talking about these, because I really did want to talk about them. The wrist pegs thing doesn't bother me, man. Like I'm used to seeing that. I know that's going to bother some Hot Toys collectors because Hot Toys the aesthetics of Hot Toys has such a higher value in the product than something like a Marvel Legend, where you're used to things getting cut up and broken up for the articulation. Hot Toys collectors tend to get a little bit more upset about seeing exposed joints, and rightfully so. They hide it pretty well on this one right here. You can see that right hand. What I'm more concerned about is that lower torso looks like it's like they don't. It is super stiff when we look cool as hell. So this is hilarious to me. This is like Like, okay, I did pre-order this thing, but I'm still gonna say it. It's like polishing a turd. Because look how bad that torso looks. That they can't give you detail. They can't give us detailed material and not have it be malleable and pliable and bend around, right? Like you can't crunch properly without these crazy weird folds. And then look how limber the legs are. The legs are super articulated. I think the Wenwu is going to be the cooler figure out of the two of them. But I pre-ordered both of them. I think the head sculpt looks dead on. Just watch the movie. Yeah. God. Yeah, that pose again. All right. Then all these pictures. See this one too. It's like he's jumping up in the air, but like you can't crunch the body or anything like that because that really stiff material. When you start to crunch it, it looks like it's wrinkling like crazy. It's just so unnatural looking. Look at this jumping flying kick. By the way, I was skeptical about how I was going to feel about this suit before I watched the movie because we got pictures way early on. And I was like, oh, this is going to be something where they're going to show him training in that, and then we're never going to see it again. But nope, they kind of like built up to it, and there's like a real significance to the suit that he's wearing right there that made me happy. That made me happy. Build a figure, Gilgamesh. Do you like the movie Rings better than the comic Rings? Oh, good question. Good question, man. To be honest with you, okay, that was probably my biggest disappointment. And it's not a spoiler. Is it a spoiler? Like the way you see the rings move in the trailer and stuff, it's like what you see in the movie. But yeah, you don't get the rings that have their own individual power set. And I wish they had that. However, I do understand that if they got into that, the movie, it would have taken so long to explain all of that, and I get why they didn't make that decision, but at the same time, I did miss that detail, and I found it fascinating, having to look up the different rings of the Mandarin, seeing what each of them do and stuff. I thought that was kind of a really cool angle to it. So the rings definitely play a very different role, but I do like. The characters were so well written, and I thought the movie in itself was so strong that it didn't really bother me that much. But answering this question, you like movie rings or comic rings? I'm going to say comic rings, but for the movie, I can understand why they made that change. So yeah, we've seen all. Oh, there we go. There's almost. I mean, additional accessory coming soon. Additional accessory coming soon. Additional accessory coming soon. Coming soon. So this is like this is kind of like how I feel like with like my street humans, like here's this and that, and then there's more to show you. But yeah, you got the jade, you got the jade necklace, which is very which is something that I definitely like having with the figure, even though I don't think he's wearing it at this point of the movie at all. But it's cool that he comes with it, so that's neat. And then the hands. Excuse me. The hands look pretty good. I can get closer in here. Yeah, the hands don't look too bad. Looks like you get enough kung fu gestures right there with the different, open hands and stuff, which is plays some significance to the movie as well. So the hand, and then the staff, which also has a cool little story behind it, which I wasn't. Everything has a meaning to it. That's one thing I really liked about this movie. Every single thing that you see on Shang-Chi has like a little story behind it, has some kind of significance to it, right? I think that's dope. That means like the characters, like I feel like the character is just incredibly well written. Like, and I feel like he didn't get drowned out by the other the other characters or anything. I mean, but the MVP really, I mean, God, dude, I don't know. I really like Shang-Chi a lot, but But Wenwu was very impressive. Let me shut this down. Right there. Okay, sorry. But yeah, Wenwu, I thought, dude, crushed it. The acting, everything. Um, I like the power set, how it worked in the movie. He was powerful enough. But having, I guess he may have been overpowered if they went with comic version style. I guess. Damn, looks so sick. I'm so happy to have this. This is one that I really want. Yeah, that's a dope. Yeah, this is cool. Damn, that looks so much like him. Tony Young, right? Tony, would you pronounce it Tony Long? Yeah, Young, right? I was like try to get pronunciations. I mean, dude, I spent like so when my ex had to teach me my first phrase in Mandarin, it literally took me like 8 hours to say my first sentence in Chinese. Like it took hella long because I just it's so hard to pronounce. You want to hear like the one sentence I know how to say. One thing I know how to say is I would like a bowl of rice. Does anybody in the chat speak Chinese or Mandarin anyway? But yeah, she taught me 我要Yuan fan. 我要Yuan fan. That took me all day to learn that thing. I also know how to say Ni Han Mei Li. Oh, okay, Gary Lau. All right, you speak Cantonese. I mean, Cantonese is harder than Mandarin, right? Because from what I understand, Cantonese is 7 different accents, and Mandarin just has 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But Cantonese has 7 different accents, and the pronunciation is all different and stuff, right? Like san, right? Those are 1, 2, 3. Like they're very different. But yeah, dude, like I was able to, I was with a family of Chinese people when I was in China, so I had a good opportunity to try to like speak Mandarin with people while I was over there, and I was able to get corrected on what I was saying, but I was able to say things here and there. Oh, it's 9 tones. Damn, I thought it was 7. 9 different tones. Damn. You guys got to understand that like with each tone, it's like you have your word and then you have the tone, and the tone changes the word, right? Like I know that there's like a toddler like a toddler limerick or something where it's just like ma over and over again. Like I know like ma at the end of a sentence means question mark, right? Like like 我有打屁股吗? 我有打屁股吗? And that would like that's like asking like I got a big gut, right? Or I got a big butt. Gut or butt, I can't remember. 我有打屁股吗? And if you say ma at the end, that's a question mark. I know it's bad. Or if you guys understand what I'm saying, it kind of makes sense a little bit. Hearing me speak some Mandarin, so I know I'm butchering it, but I really did try to learn to speak this from actual Chinese people. But okay, yeah, 我有打屁股吗? Right? So it is butt. All right. I forgot if it was gut or butt. And then there's also ma, which is mother, right? And then like there's like other words with ma with the different tones. So it's like different. You could say a full sentence just saying ma over and over again with the different tones, right? So like the way she showed it to me, the way it sounded to me when she said it, like was ma 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 me ma ma, or no me. So it was just like ma 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 ma, like with the different tones, and it was like, yes, that's right, I do. Yeah, that's exactly what I tried to ask. You asked if you have a big ask, right? Yeah, wuyo da pigu ma. And yeah, so 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 I could at least if I end up lost in China or something, I make someone laugh by saying that, and I'll find my rice, and I forgot how to find the bathroom. I learned how to ask for the bathroom, and I forgot that. Mm. But fun could be just food in general, right? No, like, isn't that like multi-meaning? Like you could say fun, like for just like rice, but you could also say fun, like it would just mean like food in general, I think, also, isn't it? Shardbus Prime asking the right questions. Yeah, go through the trouble of learning a very difficult language for an American and asking the right questions. Oh, oh, see, I said spank instead of pig. Da. Okay, so how? Because da is the big part, right? Is it so? Which tone is it? Da? Is it da? Right? So da, or da is like the wavy one, right? Da is the wavy one, and then da is like the flat. But yeah, if you could tell me the Siger, if you could tell me the tone. But man, it really warmed my heart watching the Shang-Chi movie, the Shang-Chi movie. I really liked it. Uh oh, die. Oh, more like die for pronunciations. Die. Oh, woyo dai piguma. Woyo woyo dai piguma. There you go. Is that right? Hey, Shart. So speaking of hands, we never understand why Shang's Marvel Legends figure had that one weird set of hands. Oh yeah, the pinching hands, right? Like, because that should have been a form, but we never really see that. I have no idea. I saw a sculptor in Hong Kong. You know how those Street Fighter figurines where you press a button and it makes a sound from the game? My buddy did the Ryu figure. Oh, nice. Oh, nice, nice, nice. No fisted hands. Praying mantis form. Yeah, yeah, praying mantis form. But did we really see him? I don't remember him really like doing that so much. So I was kind of like, oh, all right, mm, you know. But how many people did a lot of people watch the movie? I feel so sad that I feel like a lot of people haven't watched the movie. Oh, from Big Bad. Oh yeah, 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 the Marvel Legends one. Yeah, Wenwu did that. Speaking of which, let's look at more of these pictures. Hmm. Cool. I like the effects and everything for these things. That looks sick. The one finger. What was this? I'm trying to remember exactly. Is he trying to pull like a freaking Doctor Strange over here? Head sculpt looks great. Yeah, the torso articulation on the Wenwu figure looks like it's going to be hella weak too, huh? It looks like it's made out of that same kind of thick material. Yeah, they don't really, dude. I don't know. Yeah, they just don't. At least they didn't make the cuffs of the wrist so long that the wrists don't move up and down anymore. That's cool. God, that figure looks so real. God, it's so creepy. They look so real. If you don't have any Hot Toys figures, and if you get one, dude, you'll trip off of it if it has a face because they make them so realistic. And that's all the accessories you get. There's no extra accessories that are being held back with this one, which is fine with me. I don't think I need anything else from him. The rings themselves are really cool. Like those 3 different ring effect sets right there. I like all 3 of them. So this one for me is a definite pickup. Like that one, I mean, both of them, I had to get both. I had to pre-order both, but damn. God, this one just looks really impressive to me. Oh, the boots are probably going to be super. Oh, no ankle pivot, I bet. I can't tell. The picture's too blurry. But I have a feeling there's going to be no ankle pivot on this thing. Let's see if we can find a picture of him jumping up in the air, looking all dumb with no ankle pivot. Let's see. Wait. There might be a cut there. Hold on. Now I'm like really getting in here. Yeah, it looks like it's not cut around the actual foot. So, all right. So we got 10 minutes left, you guys. I'm trying to see if there's ankle pivot on this figure, and it looks like there's not. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit. Okay, it looks like it's separated right here. I see a little bit of a line. There might be actual ankle pivot there. We'll see. All right, you guys, we got 10 minutes left. I wanted to open up any questions you guys might have about street humans. I thought that would be kind of neat to do. Talk about if you guys wanted to ask any questions about the street humans, because I saw a couple of questions in there that didn't get answered about street humans. So, yeah. I can't promise I can answer every question. So for some questions, I might have to do the whole like Hasbro Marvel team thing of, hey, that's something we've thought about is a possibility. Because the truth of the matter is that I can't tell you guys things that I can't follow up on. That's very, very, very frightening on my end. But claw hands, that's definitely something we've been talking about. Yeah, I did mention claw hands. What kinds? Well, the kind of accessories that we're seeing for street humans right now, there's a lot of apparel and interchangeable hands, and interchangeable heads. So, for when the Kickstarter actually gets announced, I'm looking at more of everything. Like you're seeing hands, heads, and apparel accessories at the moment. And weapon type accessories. So there's more from all 4 of those angles of accessories is where I'm looking. That's that one. Yeah, more of all of from each of those types of accessories. Sure, I'm trying to get Street Thug Army Builders. Thank you for opening up that option for us. Awesome, Cold Kid. Hey, I appreciate your excitement for it. And yeah, man. Thank you, dude. This is something I've always wanted. It's something that I think a lot of us have wanted. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked that you're stoked, man. That's awesome. What is Street Humans, though? I really don't know much about them. Are they from a movie or something? No. It's my own concept, and Street Humans, basically, it came from me wanting to have street thug goon figures for my collection, like, but I wanted them to be done in a detailed, clever way, and but I didn't want it to be just that. I also wanted to add the fantasy element to it. So there's a whole story behind the Street Humans, which is very, very inspired by Transformers, where, battle on another planet, and it carries over to planet Earth. These aliens are shapeshifters, so they land on Earth and just make themselves look like the humans that they see. Street humans. And they become street humans, and they morph themselves into street humans, and each character has a battalion coming into their beacon, and when that battalion of street humans sees the person that's already there, they adapt to look like that one. So they all kind of, like, there's like a horde of each street human, and it's basically the 2 factions, and they fight. And they each have their own unique special ability. So there's a little, like, a mutant cyborg animal inspired alien thing going on with them, but really street thug kind of figures, so that you could have different looks, different silhouettes, and just a variety of goons for you to have on in your display. So that's there are several things that inspired me to do this. One of them was there's a lot of things that inspired this. It's something that I've wanted for a long time, like longer than I can actually like even pinpoint. And I remember like the first time I really wanted to make my own figures was like, I think it was back in 2013. I have it in my sketchbook right here where I started drawing up like my own action figure with articulation and stuff. And I wanted to make a Jubilee figure. And I was like, man, I bet I could make a dope ass 90s Jubilee figure. And I started drawing it up and stuff. And, it got so complex and difficult. And I got distracted by other things. 2012. But like this was like the first time where I was like, you know what? I want double jointed elbows on the female figure. So I drew this up a long time ago thinking that, this is a good place to start. At least like give it everything that I want. And you can see the date at the bottom right there. But that was the first time I actually like thought to myself like, hey, that'd be kind of neat to actually make figures. But the thing that really made me go for it is my frustration in my interviews with with toy manufacturers, getting to the point where, dude, I've done so many interviews, and I think people bitch about my interviews, rightfully so, because I've been asking these dudes like the same questions for so many years, for so long, that like I almost forget. I've gotten a little jaded by it. You know what I mean? Like I almost like ask these questions and I know the answers to them, and I'm like, all right, and then all right, next one. And it got to a point where I was like, dude, why do I keep trying to like make people do things that I want to do? Why don't I just do what I want to do? So there we go. That's the inspiration. I'm tired of asking for double jointed this or that or toe joints. You know what I mean? We got toe joints on these street humans, man. I get to put toe joints on street humans. I don't have to ask anybody to do it except for Brandon. You know what I mean? And Dave Proctor, who we're working with in the factory and stuff. So it's like, yes, the factory and the sculptor, people working on it, but it's more of a request that actually needs to be listened to instead of just considered for the future. If things work out in that direction, possibly we might do it. No, I get to put toe articulation on my figures, why street humans have an alien head? Because I love the sci-fi alien mutant stuff, and I love animals, and I want to do something creative with a unique look. And whether or not you think it's creative or not, I got to draw up these concepts and everything and get them started. Oh, I'm not going to show them all off right now or anything, but you'll see it behind the scenes later at some point of the process of me coming up with the concepts, Vinny coming up with the designs, and then Brandon getting the sculpts together. Yuan joining the MCU surprised me. Too bad it appears he won't show up after the first Shang Chi movie. Yuan. Oh yeah, cool. I recognized him. Yeah, he looked so familiar to me. I was like, I know I had to have seen him in something. But yeah, not the biggest role, but I thought like for as little as that character was in the film, how impactful, right? I thought he was cool. I really liked that. I really liked him in the movie. Just pre-ordered the Armadillo Build-A-Figure. Sweet. Yeah, me too. Hey, Sharkman's Pro. My favorite characters are Sideswipe and Mirage and Wheeljack and Bumblebee and Prowl and Smokes. Okay, dude, that's a lot of the trick. Yeah, I mean, you got to pick. When you're talking about favorites, like you get to pick one or three at most, bro. But now you're just like listing all of them. Sick to death. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Adam. Of the same sick to death of the same splayed hands for every female Marvel. These ones? These ones. This is how they look. You're sick of this? Wait, you don't? I know it's fun to use that one like all the time. I'm sick of those hands too. Maybe some like more force pushy type of gestures or whatever. They're working on it, man. Honestly, like people ask about female street humans, and I am scared to death to make female street humans because I don't like failure. And if you want to make a figure that does not sell, you make a female action figure. That's the reality, bro. You guys don't buy them. And I don't mean you, but us more so as a community of collectors. There's too many of us in the vast majority that don't buy female figures. Who's warming the pegs? Who's warming the pegs right now? Is it a female figure? Maybe. You gotta remember, dude, there's hella people out there that still hella hate women, dude. Like, for real. Like, and there's also younger people that are picking these up that are like, you know what I mean? I can understand that. You know, me, my younger teenage self, less, yep. Katie's warming the pegs. That's who's warming the pegs. It's not Wenwu. It's not Shang Chi. It's either Zhai Li or Katie, right? I hope. Oh, I should check. I don't know. I don't know if I did get a notification about my Sentinel showing up, but yeah, we will see. I have to sign in onto Hasbro. I don't have that up here yet. So, oh gosh, now I really want to know. Ooh, I do have to get rolling, you guys. It is time to dip out of here. If you're in a position to join the after party, I recommend it. It's always a fun time. And if not, then stay tuned for the next video, the next live stream. I'm trying to see right now. Sentinel. I don't have. No, it says unfulfilled. Okay, that means it's not coming then. So, but I got a note. I have to like find the email for it. But anyway, you guys, I gotta get rolling. I might do some behind the scenes stuff for the after party. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Those of you that are on the Tron and membership, I'll have a link up very soon. I'm just trying to get some more info on my. They switched. Oh, damn it. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get a better idea. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, wait. Nope, that's not it. Dang it. Okay, there. I have to. Everything says. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see. All right, you guys. I'll find out later on. Whenever I get it, I'll have a post about it or something. Trust me, you'll know when I get it. I'm gonna be stoked. But yeah. Josh B, did you have one question or something, man? Are you getting your Sentinel this week? Oh, he said, don't leave me hanging, man. Yeah, dude. Wait, hold on. Let me check one more thing here. And then I'm gonna run off. But let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, no, I don't think it's actually been shipped yet. No, it looks like it has not actually been shipped yet. So, yeah, it has not been shipped, you guys. Sorry. Or, I mean, I'm not sorry. I'm bummed out, but yeah. Damn it. Yep, that's it, you guys. Still gotta wait. Unfortunately for me, I did not get my Sentinel is not going to be here very soon. So anyway, there's my shilling privileges for you right there. Other people are getting it. Come on, what happened, you guys? I'm supposed to have a free Sentinel, huh? No, come on, dude. Jesus Christ, the shit people make up. But anyway, I can understand how people can get confused, especially if they don't watch. You know what I mean? That's where it comes from more than anything. Hopefully next week. Yep, it's going to be a little while later, but I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I hope you all had fun here. I had fun talking to you guys. I'm going to have the after party coming up in a second. It's like throwing in a super chat, but you get all the perks of the daily posts on my Patreon and everything, and it helps out the channel. It's like throwing in a super chat, and you get way more for it, you know? All right, here we go. Charlemagne Prime, Green Comics, Toys are hella sick, hella wagging it, taking bad hits, taking bad hits, taking bad hits, taking bad hits, taking bad shits, taking bad shits, taking bad shits, taking bad hits, and taking bad shits. Charlemagne, subscribe, man, which you probably did already, and you didn't fucking know it. And a shout out to Ice Cat Man who co-wrote it. All right. Woo! I'm out of here. I will have a review on Happy Hogan. I have a Happy Hogan. And Happy Hogan and was a Mark 21 Iron Man review. Should be going up tomorrow. Stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I had a good time. Hope you all had a good time, and I'll catch you later. Peace.